Hi guys, it's me Larissa, and I have been playing around with the Tattered Angels, um, I forget what it's called, brain freeze, the crepe paper ribbons, and these things are super duper durable. I mean, it takes like, did you see that? It takes like a lot to get these to rip. Um, but anyway, I wanted to show you guys what I had created using the crepe paper. When you look at these flowers, you probably wouldn't believe that I created these using the crepe paper. But I actually sewed these flowers, and I actually used two different pieces for this particular one. And you can see on the back my stitch lines and how I sewed it together. But oh my gosh, this stuff sews so nicely, especially when you have a really teeny needle. And this is actually the new wheat beer color, which I totally love. This is like an awesome, awesome, awesome color. It's got more of a muted yellow mustard. It's a lot more muted than mustard seed, and it's got more of like an iridescent shimmer to it, which I really, really, really like. So, and then I just put a butterfly brad in the center, and I think it kind of looks like a carnation. So anyway, that's my first crepe paper um, flower, and then this one I tried to make look like a daisy. This one I used the music Tattered Angels Crepe paper, and then I used the word crepe paper for the center. And the same thing, I sewed this two together, and then I cut the fringe into it, and then I sprayed it with the Tattered Angels, the new color, the pink Cadillac, or yeah, pink Cadillac color, which I totally love. I am like in love with that color. So anyway, I just think this daisy turned out super cute. It's got a lot of dimension when you look at it from the side, and I just love these. Love them, love them. And then this one I made to look kind of like a pansy, which I think it looks like almost realistic to a pansy. Same thing, I sewed this one together, and then I cut a little dinker sliver piece and made little fringe for the center to layer on top. And when I did this, I kept the crepe paper kind of hollow in the middle so that the edges would be puffy, kind of like pansies are. And then I stuck the bling in the center. And I used the new Pop Rocks color of purple on this, which is super pretty, super shimmery. I just love it. So anyway, I wanted to show you guys a little bit on how I came about making these. First, you're going to take your crepe paper piece and you're going to fold it in half. And you're just going to fold it in half all the way down the piece. And for most of these, I used a half of a piece of a half of a whole strip, all except for the pansy. The pansy one I used the entire strip because you need to go around the, two whole times. These two, I just was able to use a half of a piece in order to make the base, and then I used another half of a piece to make the center pieces. So you're going to fold it in half, just like this. And you're going to fold it all the way down, and then you're going to take your ribbon or your needle and thread, and you're just going to go down the center or probably about a little bit of, probably a fourth of an inch away from the edge, if you can see that. And you're just going to go through all the way down. Just keep going, keep going, keep going, and pull it tight. And you're just going to keep working it through. Keep going all the way till you get to the end. And then once you get to the end, after you meet your pieces together, depending on what style you're going for, like the pansy, I just kept sewing the whole end, and then I layered it around and glued it as I went to form the paisley shape. Then I just sewed the edges together on the back without going all the way through the back piece. On the yellow one, instead of going on this edge, when you fold it in half, you're going to stitch on this edge, on the inside edge, keeping two separate pieces open when you form your circle. So that's how I created the double layer here on this piece, because you have one layer, two layer, and then you have the center piece. So you're going to stitch, instead of on the outside seam, you're going to stitch on the inside seam all the way down your piece and pull it tight to form a scrunched up circle like this. And then when you can pull it away from each other like this, the two pieces, and you have to be really gentle to pull it away so you don't rip through your piece. But then you'll spray it with your glimmer mist and you'll be able to scrunch it, and however you scrunch it, that's what will hold your flower shape. And then you can go in and just do a normal scrunch center for your middle piece. On the daisy flower, same thing. You're going to stitch just like we did for the pansy. You're going to do just a running stitch on the outside edges where the two edges meet. And before you pull it tight, so you'll just keep it like this, before you pull it tight, you're going to go in with your scissors and you're going to make just a half of an inch worth of a slit all the way down. With fabric, I go 3/4 inch of the way down. With crepe paper, because it tends to rip when you're working with it, you just want to go half of the way down. So see, my slits only go half of the way down on the crepe paper. So I still have a half an inch in between my running stitch and where the end of the cut is. And that's very important, because otherwise your fabric or your crepe paper will rip as you're working with it. So then you just go all the way along and keep cutting, keep cutting, keep cutting, and then you'll pull it tight once you get all those cuts made, and then you'll fold it together and you'll stitch it, and then you'll spray it and you'll fluff it up, and that's what will give you the little fringed piece look. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. If any of you guys have any questions, let me know, and I can actually do a full tutorial. But I just wanted to show you guys what I've been creating, and I love these crepe paper flowers. And it looks like Pink Paisley and some other people have came out with some fun crepe paper tissue paper things, so we'll be able to create even more fun flowers using crepe paper and tissue paper. So anyway, I hope you guys try these and leave me any comments or questions, and I hope you all have a fabulous day. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.